Hello, what's up guys? I'm Kyle from KGR, and this is the Jakks Pacific 4-inch Cream the Rabbit. Now this figure, I'm pretty confident I got from my buddy Addy. I think I paid probably more or less 20 bucks for this because I bought a bunch of them at once. So I got a decent deal on this one. But as happy as I am to have this figure, right now I don't have an Amy Rose. So eventually, I do plan on getting her as well as the other 4 figures I need to complete the modern collection. So we're almost there, actually. It's pretty crazy. But we do have a few other figures to compare her to do scaling as well as, you know, proper like friendships and such. So at least I have that. But it still bothers me I don't have Amy. But oh well, what you gonna do? But taking a look at the figure itself, of course, you have the typical modern Sonic art with little Sonic right there, the logo saying cream, and cream comes with a little ice cream cone. It bothers me that we don't have a cheese figure yet. I mean, obviously you could just get a regular Chao and pair it with that, I guess, or customize it to have a little bow on it, because that's really the only difference. But I want cheese. Please just give me cheese. But anyway, looking at this, there's also on the back, we get to see the 12 points of articulation, how the movement works, and the other figures within the set. I always wanted this Sonic with the skateboard. I just thought it looked so sick. But then I was talking to my friend Cybrid, and he was saying how this Sonic specifically has the best looking face. So now I kind of want to track one of those down and see if it's true. But in the line, we see Sonic, Cream, Infinite, and Metal Sonic. I already have Infinite. I did a video on him a long time ago. But Metal Sonic is in the lineup of who I need next. So we will get him soon. Just you wait, because I have the other ones. I have Metal 3.0, and I have Neo Metal, but not regular Metal. That's the way it goes, man. But then when you read her bio, it says, Cream is a pure, well-mannered, and loyal friend to everyone she meets. She can traverse obstacles by using her large ears to fly and defeat enemies with the help of her buddy Chao companion Cheese. So they mention cheese, but don't give us cheese. I didn't mean to do that, I'm sorry. Point is, I'm angry, and I want cheese. So without further ado, let's open her up. Thankfully, nothing's tying her down, so we can just pop everything out. First, we do the feet. I think. I accidentally bent her foot. Whoops. Then we pull her out gently, and there she is. Then we just throw the rest of this away. And here's Charmy. And here's Cream. And here's a closer look at Cream. She looks absolutely adorable. And I'll be completely honest, before I started collecting these figures, this was the tipping point. This is what like got me over the edge of like, all right, I'll finally collect these figures. Because there's not many Cream figures out there. And this one clearly looks the best. And I'm like, you know what? I'm in. Like, I'll buy the whole set just to have a good Cream figure and have figures to go with her. It's silly how in her ears, it shows a little L and R, so in the manufacturing, you can see like which ear is supposed to go where. I feel like if you just have it on the shelf, you don't see it, but when you have it up and close, you definitely see it. That's just silly. Yeah, but overall, yeah, this figure looks perfect. Like, if I wanted a Cream figure, I want it to look exactly like this, and this looks perfect. But then we also have a little ice cream cone, and this looks absolutely adorable too. When I think of ice cream when it comes to Sonic, I think of Chip from Sonic Unleashed. So it would be nice if we could get like a little 2.5-inch Chip. I feel like it's on a lot of people's bingo cards. So here's hoping, since we got a Werehog figure, it's not out of the realm of possibility. In fact, you could say there's endless possibilities. I'm terrible, I'm sorry. But let's get her to hold a little ice cream real quick. Yeah. Yeah, look at her. That's so cute. I love that. I'm not gonna lie, I think out of the whole 4-inch line, Cream absolutely looks the best. This is hands down the best Sonic figure that they've made. Is that a hot take? I don't think so. I think that is absolutely valid. Name one figure that looks better than Cream, that looks like on model, like that looks perfect to character. Then also you can see the little bottom of her feet. I love it when they add like a little attention to detail to the bottom of their shoes. This is something that figures have been doing for a while. I just appreciate it. Now normally this is part of the video where I compare this to other Cream figures, but the other ones that are out there are pretty expensive. So we're not doing that. No. However, we do have other Jakks Pacific figures to compare it to, so we could do that. It looks like Chloe also wants a closer look at Cream. I think Chloe likes Cream because they almost match in colors. I love you too, Chloe. So since I don't have Amy to compare her to, because I would love to compare it like to the full Team Rose, I will compare it to Sonic first, because at least another hedgehog takes care of her, right? So here she is next to a Sonic, and this is an actual 2-pack that you can buy. So if you have a hard time finding a Cream by yourself, you can buy this off Amazon. I will have a link down below if you want to grab that yourself as well. But yeah, this looks perfect. In fact, why can't we get a Charmy figure about this size, if not a little bit smaller? Come on. But yeah, she looks absolutely perfect. Like, this makes me happy. This makes me very happy, actually. However, if you're playing Sonic Rush, Cream does make a new friend, and that's going to be with Blaze. So seeing Cream and Blaze next to each other looks so good. I even love the way they painted her irises, because I know like with Blaze, I had a problem with her irises, but there's something about Cream's. I think it's the pupil to iris ratio that makes the eyes look perfect to me. That's the only thing that I can think of, because again, this Cream figure looks perfect. Like, this is my favorite figure in the whole line, hands down, besides Chaos. Chaos will always be my favorite. But Cream, when it comes to the good guys, this is definitely like the best figure in the whole line. But of course, we gotta compare her to her friend Big the Cat. And oh, they look great together. If only we had an Amy. However, when we do get Amy, we will compare her to these two. So don't worry, make sure you subscribe for that so you don't miss out. And right now, since we don't have a cheese figure, we can at least compare her to a Chao, so we can just think about the possibility of it eventually happening. So even though we don't have it now, give it time. We'll eventually get there. I hope. And just for laughs, since we're here, I also have Vector next to Cream, because Vector has a huge crush on her mom, which, speaking of, will we ever get a vanilla figure? Personally, I doubt it, but if we do get one, I'll buy it, 100%. I don't see her being very articulated, but it would be a nice addition to the set. But look at them. They're so stinking cute. I love this Cream figure so much. This is perfection. I love this so much. This figure alone made me say yes to collecting the Jakks Pacific line. When did this figure even come out? Let me see. This came out in 2023. Okay. Because there are 2 other figures that I'm aware of. There's one from Toy Island. There's another one that was part of some figure set. I can't remember what the figure set's called, but it's based primarily on Sonic X. And I want that set eventually, but it's very expensive now. It's stupid. And both of those figures look fine, especially the Toy Island one. The Toy Island one probably looks a better one out of the 2. However, the Jakks Pacific one is perfected. This is amazing. This is great. This is everything I wanted in a Cream figure, except the fact that it didn't come with cheese. I'm not saying that this figure is not good without cheese. Adding a 2.5-inch figure essentially with a 4-inch figure, realistically, no, it's not happening. However, if they make a cheese in the future, that'll be perfect. Because if Amy can have her hammer, but Big the Cat can't have a fishing rod or a froggy, and then Cream doesn't have her cheese, I don't know. Feels like an injustice. I want to protect this at all costs. Protect Cream. We got Sonic and Blaze. And you know what? Let's get Shadow in there protecting her, because Shadow protects all women. Shadow respects women more than anybody. So ladies, if your standards aren't Shadow, I'm sorry, you gotta reevaluate your life. Because no one is gonna respect you and cherish you and love you more than Shadow does. Just saying. He'll beat the crap out of Tails, but no one's gonna lay a finger on Cream now. No way. But that said, Shadow fell. Okay, let's readjust it. There we go. It looks a lot better. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. So if you're new and you like what you saw, you know what to do. In the description, there's gonna be my link tree, as well as a place to hopefully order Cream if you want to get Cream. But yeah, out of the whole line so far, Cream has definitely impressed me the most when it comes to like game model accuracy. This is perfect, and I cannot wait to complete the line, because in my heart, she is like the center of what I want, and everyone else is just supporting her and being there for her. But anyway, thank you for watching. I love you guys to death. and I'll see you on the next one. So peace, peace.